I think, yes, we are live. Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Mula
Mula
Namaste
Namaste
Salam.
Salam.
And once again, we are live. Happy Thursday to everyone. So, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everyone out there who's going to be joining us now, and who's going to be watching the replay of our video. So, thank you to everyone out there for your love and support. And yes, you can see, yes,
Yes.
we are live. So we are back again with another amazing episode. This is another special episode and segment where we have been coming up, and it's all about the audience info session, which is the questions we get asked from our followers and the people who are interested in knowing about the business. So it's frequently asked questions, right? So we are coming up here
Yes.
to
Every
answer those questions.
yes. So every Thursday we got this session, which is audience info session. Audience like who will be watching us, who's watching us, who will be watching us later. This is your question. Like I mean, you guys has been following us, supporting us for last 4 years, right? So you guys been reaching out to us, wondering what Poonam and Ravin is doing.
So yeah, before
And
jumping into today's question, just a little intro about us. So we are the face behind
yes,
the business page, and myself, I'm Poonam,
and I'm Ravin.
and what do? We teach, mentor, and coach hardworking, career-focused moms and dads how to earn income online. Because we know we had been working in corporates prior to doing this business, and now we are on full time doing this business. So we are full-time business owners, and we are coaches and mentors as well, and we are helping out people there who are looking for a supplement income or a plan B or a side hustle. So
Exactly, and which is like minded people.
yep.
You like to jump in and see what are there in this digital economy, digital driven side of the economy. What the potentials are there, and the potentials are huge, right?
Yes,
So
yeah, of course. So
yeah, I mean, just to this I mean, to continue what we were saying, like I mean, this is an audience info session that we've been doing for quite a number
this
of
is the
weeks
10th
now.
week, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
quite a number of weeks now.
Yeah.
So this is something which the audience have requested, our supporters, our followers have requested. So they have been they have been asking questions, and then we got a group of similar questions, on the similar lines been asked, right? So based on that, we thought, hey, let's have this info session, right,
Yeah.
for the audience. Why not? Like, just go out live and just inform them what's the details are there with that, right? So with
Yeah.
that, today we got another fantastic questions by few of our audience, our followers, in terms of wanted to know more about this business, wanted to explore more about what the capabilities and things are, right? So today,
Yes, of course. Before jumping onto the question, these are some of the questions which I had been asking when I had asked when
yes.
before joining in the business, right? So these are just normal questions, nothing to be shy of. Yeah, of course, we all have to do our own research and homework before we jump into something, right?
Exactly.
So these are the questions we asked as well. So
It is a similar questions. I mean,
yeah.
it's not like a rocket science. Like I mean, it's
Yeah.
a question that every individuals, moms and dads out there, every in as individuals, they have that right. There's similar questions. Hey, it's an online platform. What is this online platform, right? I mean, because there's so many online platforms out there, as in a digital era, right? And which one is safe? Which one are pretty much to walk in, and which ones we need to be
Which
staying
ones are
away.
legit?
Yeah, which ones we need to stay away from. Like I mean,
Yeah.
and then we've been here for last 4 years, coming live on this platform, and then people get connect to us, and that Poonam rightfully mentioned, like we have similar questions when we were first started to join this a fantastic online opportunity, right? So
So,
yeah.
yep. And jumping down onto today's question. So, today is question number 10. And this is a very amazing question we often get asked. And sometimes it is the first question some people ask rather than knowing about the business, they just jump into this.
Very true.
Yeah.
We weren't the first one to ask.
But this was not the first question of us.
Ours was
So-
something different. Like I mean, we have already covered that.
Yeah.
Here, Paya.
So, the question of today is how quickly can I start earning income?
Yes,
Of course,
cash,
that's yes. To narrow it down, I think, yeah, of course, earning income, it's not an overnight thing. It varies. There are several things which depicts your success, of course.
And what
And
Poonam, has always mentioned, if you see her video, she always mentioned this, right? That this is an legit online business, and it is not a quick rich scheme.
it's not an overnight success.
We have mentioned this for last
From
4 years,
yeah,
right? So I mean, it's the tone hasn't changed. You know, the wording hasn't changed. We've been saying that over and over again. Again, we're saying, repeating again, right? I mean, it's not a quick rich. Platform. It's not a quick rich, scheme. It is a legit platform, and it is there. We are building up for legacies. It's not only for us. It's only for families, our friends, and also our little ones. When our kids
Our
grow
kids,
up,
yeah.
they're gonna take this legacy to the next level, right? So that's what we're building up, and the base to that, I think, what Poonam is mentioning. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, it also, yeah, that's what, yeah, as Ravin mentioned, yeah, it varies from everyone's efforts and time, right? So if first of all, your time and effort is important.
Exactly.
You start doing anything, right? You have to put in your time and effort to build up that whichever way, not only this doing the business, but wherever you are, in whichever work field you have to give in your time and effort to learn something, right? So likewise, our business is the same. When you are starting the business, of course, you have to put in your 100%. That 50% is not going to work, right? So you have to deep dive into that and give yourself that 100% of consistency. Right, that you are willing to do it. You have that in your mind that you are going to be doing this, because this is a business and you have to make it a number one priority, right? Though it may be a plan B, but we want to switch that plan B to a plan A.
Yes.
Right, that's your main motive, to put this plan B into a plan A
A
mode.
living example is myself, right? I mean, Poonam started this, fantastic business 4 years back, right? She was still building this platform, still building her business, till to us then when, she said, okay, Ravin, it is about time we can be sustainable, and you can move out from your, plan, your primary work. You can quit the job and join me, join her full time, right? I mean, that's what. So as Poonam rightly mentioned, it's a great, I mean, it's an example of us. We share our story. We have been on that platform, been on the side where we have plan B, which you're seeing now. It's now a plan A.
Yes. So that's what it drives down to, right? So you have, from the time I started, which is August 2020, that's when I joined in this business. And that's when it was a plan A for me that time.
Yes.
But he already had a job, but I didn't have I wasn't working that one. So I was making sure that it's a plan A for our family. So that's why we were working. I was working towards it very hard. And I gave it my 100%, and I was consistent. I had been consistent from day one. Though there were so many challenges, there were so many obstacles. Of course, on Facebook, of course, we are using a social media platform. Of course, there are so many things going on, right? And yeah, those are the challenges which you come up in any aspect of your life, anything you do, right?
The challenges will be there, opportunities to learn and grow with that, right?
Yes,
and
of course.
Yeah,
that's what, as I mentioned, there were challenges with Facebook, and my Facebook got restricted and so many cloned accounts and all this. But despite those changes, how you overcome them, right? Is that if I would have given up that time, I said, oh my goodness, this is what is happening to me. No, it's not to me only. It's happening to all social media users, right?
If we put an example to the tangible business, to the online business, for example, you open up a shop, right? And your shop is not unique, right? Your shop is not monopolistic, I mean, it is not unique to the market. It is a similar products being sold in other places, right? And if it is the so, and then if you don't give your 100% when opening your shop up, right, customers won't come to buy your products, right? Customers won't get to know you, right? Your customer service, your personality, what the service you provide, and things like that, right? But having said that, what Poonam said, in her example, is that, saying, if you're not consistent, if you're not doing that, for example, okay, oh, fine, that's corner shop also doing the same thing. If I don't put my 100%,
you don't show up.
Yeah, your tangible shop is down to be downline, right? You won't be successful in that revenue, right? So similar aspects applies to our non-tangible business, which is like digitalized business, right? The perfect part to it, like we don't have to sell products, we don't have to stock products, we don't have to sell product at all, right?
Yeah.
From that aspect. So it is an online business in an online space where you do it from your own comfort zone, right? We are both mom and dad, doing it from our home, right? And we take our business where we go to, like travel overseas or elsewhere, like and then we take it from there, and you can just do it from that aspects. Going back to the question, like saying how quickly can I start earning income, so it just just sums up in those nice way, in terms of saying, hey, what's the effort you want to put in, right?
Yes.
Are you willing to put in time and effort to build up this legacy that will be there, build up this business that will be there for generations, right? Because the business that we have partnered with, it's been there for last decades, for last 50 years. All right, and it's been legit. Poonam and Raveen has been on this platform for last 4 years, coming online, doing go live, and how legit you need to be, right? So in terms of saying that, yes, you can earn income. It all varies on individuals. It all varies on the time and effort you put in, and then how much you want to give in,
To
to
get
take your
home.
business to the next level. And having said though, every business requires an investment, even a small to the larger scale. It all depends on yourself. And
Yeah.
likewise, this business similar, right? It's not different, but it all depends on your budget. How much you're gonna spend, how much you want to take out of it, and things like that. It doesn't give you heavy end in the front end, like it doesn't give you that heavy end, right? It gives you you can customize it to your way, and then as that you take it to your in your scale side, like how you want to take it up, like we've been doing for 4 years, right? I think 2020 Poonam, in August Poonam started off. I quit my job in 2022 December.
Yeah.
So it took us close to over 2 years. Then I quit my job, saying, hey, I want to join my beautiful wife doing this with her, and things like that. So again, in terms of we always say that this is a long-term focus, right? This is not a quick scheme. It's not a short-term goal. It is a long-term focus. We're building it for next generation. For us, yes, definitely that we want our freedom. We want to spend time together. We want to spend with time with our kids. And this is currently, yes, at present, this is for us. But for in future, this business will be run by our kids,
Yeah.
right? They will be having something for them, right? It is there that mom and dad has given something to them. They can take it to the next level, right? They will be an entrepreneur, when then they grow up from that aspect, right? Yeah.
Yeah, very well said. Yeah, of course. Coming and doing any business, I think you have to have that set realistic expectations, right?
Yes.
That the expectations we put in mindset. It's very crucial to have that positive mindset. If you don't, you start self-doubting.
Yeah.
Then of course it's gonna hinder in your progress and your success, right? So
Anywhere, right?
Yeah.
Not only in your business, in like
in your personal life
growth.
as
Yeah.
well. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that mindset, the clarity, the vision, you should have the vision and the clarity where what you want to achieve. And the way we're going to achieve is we have our training system, then we have our community, everything is there. So it's how much time and effort and how much you're willing to give in, and how much how much time, as Ravid mentioned as well. So are you able to adapt to changes? Are you going to are you coachable, right? That's another thing. Are you
Yes.
coachable? Are you going to learn? We are learning on a daily basis. It's online, right? So things changes. There's so many changes coming around, so we are changing accordingly. So are you willing to take up the change? It's not a big change, it's happening overnight. Small changes, and then the small steps which we take towards to reach that bigger goal. So it all impacts in your
Small steps, ties up to your big objectives, right?
Of
So
course.
yeah, you cannot just go
jump in
and
yeah.
and again, like we always say that for disclaimer purpose, like I'm saying, hey, do your due diligence. We always there to answer any and every questions with you, right? So before you jump in, we are there, like this is life, right? So we are real legit people, right? Reach out to us, we can inform you, we can advise you, whatever it is. We can have a face-to-face call, like FaceTime and things like that. There's so many things, so many avenues to do those things, right? From that aspects. And yeah, and Poonam rightly said, like this is a so much in terms of the systems we've been plugged in, right?
Yep.
It is very much automated process, right? And once automated process, like yeah, there's certain heavy-ended things has been done for us, right? Which we don't have to reinvent, right? And there's
Yeah.
certain things we
And-
have to do, like like what we in Go Lives and things like that. Those are not automated process, like those are manual thing, which is like, and we have to do either way, right? So this is the hybrid type. But the heavy-ended part, which pretty much you gonna look for in other
Which is
businesses,
the system side. Of
yeah,
course,
we're gonna look for it in our business. You're gonna build it up for yourself in any business, right? But over here, that hard, that those steps has already been done.
So
right?
we have a pre-built system and
Exactly.
a proven system which closes sales for us, right?
Yes, and then
it's doing that in the back end while we are just doing the things we have
and
to.
we
Yeah.
didn't build it up, right?
Yeah.
This was built up those community who've been doing this before we found them, right?
Yep.
So we only found them 4 years back, right?
Yeah, so
but they've been doing it for ages,
Yeah.
I mean, so they built up all these platforms for
And
for
they tested it,
they tested it, yes,
and it's
tested
proven to be
yeah.
working and
So
still working.
they have done the hard yard
Yep.
for us. So thank you for them. Like they have done the hard yard for us. The
So
community.
thank you to Mike and Darren,
Yeah.
of course. Yeah.
So they have done the hard yard, and then they, this is what it is all about, right? I mean, and that community support is so much, and we always say that all Go Lives, right? Because this is a community based driven, a business, right? It is not an individual, it is a community that supports so much, like supported us.
Yep.
To a level we are now.
Yes, of course.
Yeah. So yeah, again, going back to your questions again, how quickly can I start earning this income? It all depends individual. It varies on individual wise, right?
Yep.
So how quickly are you able to capture in, and give your
Adapt.
time, understand,
Mhm.
and provide the time and
And
effort.
put them into the business.
Yeah, the efforts you're gonna put in,
Mm.
the time you have, right? It
Yeah.
all varies, right? You may have very limited time, but that's okay. You know what, you can plan with that, right? So
Yeah.
you can get those things out there, right? For us here, Poonam was doing this full time, so she had time to put it in, right?
Yeah.
So she mentioned she gave 100, not 100%, she gave her 200%.
So that's the
Yes.
beauty about this business, that we have the flexibility to
Yes.
work around within your time, right?
Yes.
So
So
there are so many people who are
she-
working full time and still doing so.
and she allowed me to quit my job, right, after 2 years in the business, and then here we are doing this thing. So it all depends individuals.
Yeah.
It all depends, it varies from that aspect. But yeah, one thing guaranteed, people are making money, right? It's not that they're not, right? And
But
this
it's not overnight.
It's not overnight. It's
Yes.
not a quick rich scheme.
Yes.
It is a long-term business. It is a legacy that we're building up first for us at present to leverage and benefit, and then pass it on to the family members, and then the kids, and they're not gonna take it up from their aspects, right? It's already been done for them, right, from that aspect. So yeah, I hope that answers your questions. And for those who may not, still require more answers, things, reach out to us, and
Yes.
look, yeah, jump on those on the on the Facebook bios, like on the website, which is www.poonamnand.com. Reach out, put your name, email address, and if you're already connected with us through Facebook, hey, say hi to us on Messenger, right?
Send me a friend request,
Yes.
add me in, so that I
Yes.
can add you to our private group as well, so where you can see
Very
everything, what we are doing and who we are and how many people we are connected with. So yes, once again, we offer free webinars every Wednesdays and Fridays. It's in Sydney time, so 10 a.m. So yeah, you can jump in anytime, whichever. If you are working full time, you can't make it to the live session, that's all right. We have got replays as well. So you just register your name and email address, and we'll send you all the details you need. And then go through the 90 minutes webinar. It's free,
Yeah.
nothing to worry about. And there's no obligations whatsoever. So now, if you like it, if you think this is something for you, then we can go ahead and take the next steps.
Or you think this might this might be beneficial for someone else, like
Yeah.
for your family member, your friends, right? Do share a page, right? Do share, do tell them to reach out to us, right?
Yeah.
To share the videos, right? There's no harm in doing it, right? From that aspect, so we can trying to leverage from everywhere, like to help others, to be what we are, like
Yes.
from corporate world to entrepreneurs, right?
Yes, of course. Who would have thought that, right?
Yes.
Anyways, on that note, so thank you everyone for watching. There's so many viewers who have been watching our lives. So thank you to each and every one of you. I really appreciate your time and effort. And thank you to everyone else who's going to be watching this video. And if you think, as Ravin mentioned, it's going to be beneficial for anyone, you do tag them into this video, or you can share the link as well. And of course, we'll be back again with another of the Go Live sessions with another of the questions for next week. So if you have any questions which you needs to be clarified and you are not sure about it, do send it in, and we'll be more than happy to answer it there and here as well. So once again, everyone, thank you so much to all our viewers and all our followers. Because of you, we are here, and we get inspired every day, and we are so grateful to each and every one of you. So on that note, see you again. Thank you, everyone.
Have a blessed day. Namaste ji.
Bye.